Next, let's take a look at how we can add things like users and groups using Ansible Tower. And so we'll be highlighting a few features here, including the pipe feature that we can work with in playbooks to actually create password hashes. It's very common on modern Linux-based operating systems not to allow for plain text passwords to be passed around inside of automation frameworks like this, and so it's helpful to see a working pattern of what that is supposed to look like when we do have to hash. We'll also be talking a little bit about how secrets are encrypted and so forth with Tower here shortly. But in the first place, I want to highlight the way that it looks at a playbook level, that we can include parameters like no log true so that passwords don't leak into log files or std out or anything like that. So here's a playbook that will go ahead and add a user and a group for us. So we'll take a look at the entire playbook underneath this now and just try to give ourselves a sense of what it might be doing. So standard approach is to give a user and a group basically the same name on a rel-based system. And so we'll be doing that here. So first we're creating a group, and then we are actually creating the user behind it and giving it some type of password. So we'll also be looking at the way that Ansible Tower gives us a survey feature. We're able to see, if we look here at the way that passwords are actually encrypted here, we can see that the answer type is password, so it won't actually show this to us by default. And this also means that every time that we launch this job template, it will be asking us for questions like this. We'll be creating a new user here, probably just take that default value and go ahead and get started. So we'll run this now. It does prompt us for this. We'll go ahead and put in any old password will do, as long as it meets the complexity requirements. Oh, I guess I should also show in the first place that there's no SAM on this system, the one that we're testing here. And so it should be creating that group for us first as it gets started. And then it should be creating the user behind it on the system. And so we should be able to rerun that command now and see that indeed the user is there. So that's just a quick look at some of the ways that we can protect secrets while creating users and groups with Ansible Tower.